Alright, let me start off by saying I know it's a trend to go to the lowest rated restaurant, hair salon, nail salon in your town and do a video about it. But I honestly had no idea A, this was gonna be a video, and B, that this was the lowest rating place in my town.
Hey Panini, don't you be a meanie. Thought you wanted me to go, why you trying to keep me teeny?
That is my disclaimer. Let's get into the story. So basically yesterday I needed to get my nails done. You probably seen in my videos that they were looking a little ratchet. Yeah, well, I'm starting a new job where I can't have acrylics, so I needed to get them off, like no question. My old job, I was allowed to have acrylics, so I have been getting full sets and fills and, you know, all that for the past couple of months, I want to say, because I never really did that before, but then one of my friends from work really got me into it, and, like, all the girls would pretty much do that every couple weeks, every payday, you know, and just get them done. Like, it's inexpensive. It's, like, $40, but that's, like, every 2 to 3 weeks, you know what I'm saying? So it's not crazy expensive, and like we earned our money, you know, like treat yourself. So that's what everybody would do. We would all go to Tina's Nails, which you guys don't know what that is, but it's a salon in my town. Like the lady's name is actually like Tina, and she does a good job, you know. But the problem is that she does such a good job, and this is such a small town that everybody wants to go there. So when you go there, you have to wait a really long time, or you run into everybody who you're not trying to see, which sucks. So I was honestly just being antisocial, and I went to the mall because nobody's ever there. And now I know why nobody's ever there, but yeah, nobody's ever there because I've gone there too before. So this isn't my first time going here. This is just my last time because it was a really bad experience. So yeah. The times I've gone before have really been fine, but I never had my nails removed there, and I always just got like a basic gel pedicure or manicure. I did get acrylics filled there, and it was fine, but I've never gotten them off. So yeah, I walk in, and this guy's sitting on the couch, and he's like, hi, and I didn't even notice him because he was so far away from the front little area, the front like desk. He had yelled at me, and I don't even know who was talking to me because all I hear is hi, and I'm like, okay. And then he says it again. He's like, hello, what can I get you? And I was like, oh, hi. And it's the same guy who I've had before. His name is David. Shout out to David. This is not the shout out he wants, but yeah. He's sitting there on the couch. I'm like, oh, hi, I just need to get my acrylics off and a gel manicure, like basic. And he was appalled, to be honest. He gave me like this reaction that was so dramatic. He's like, really, are you sure? Like, he kept getting on me. He's like, that's $40, it's $40, it's $40. And I'm like, that's fine. Like, this is what I asked for. Like, I walked in wanting my acrylics off and a gel manicure, but he couldn't wrap his head around it. And he's just like, he kept saying that, $40, $40, $40. And I was like, it's fine, it's really fine. That's what I want. I need these removed is what I kept saying. I'm like, I need them off, I need them off, I need them off. And finally he's like, okay, pick a color. So I sit down in the chair and I'm looking through all their like color samples, and I had gone in wanting a yellow for summer because it's July, it's like midsummer, kind of reaching the end of summer here, and I just want like a last like woo before we get into all the fall colors and shit like that. So, you know, I want the yellow, so I give him the color number. Another thing is that they always rush you there to pick a color. Like, they're like, did you decide? Like, literally 1 minute after they give you the thing. I'm not even exaggerating here. He had literally handed me the bucket, and then he's like, what color? And I was like, So I didn't look at all of them. I only picked this one, the one yellow that I saw. And it was like 506 Summer Sun, and I was like ready. Because I thought it looked good like in the sample, but then when I got it, it's a whole nother story. But anyways, yeah. So I'm like, okay, this one. And he's like, okay, whatever. And he leaves, and then I'm just kind of like sitting there chilling. When he comes back, he gets started on taking off of my acrylics. And it was a long process, guys. He literally like shaved down my nails really to the core, basically. Like, I'm surprised it wasn't just my skin, no nail at the end of it, because he shaved it down so much. And I do understand, like, you have to do that, especially when you're taking off acrylics, but he was just not gentle at all. And he didn't talk to me at all, which I'm actually fine with, because I'm introverted, like, I'm shy, I don't want to talk. But yeah, he just shaved them off and, you know, went to town, and I was like, all right. And then finally he gets the color off of my nails, and it's just the acrylics left, so we had to get the acrylics off. So he soaks them in acetone, and he leaves me with my hands in the bowl, and then he and the other 2 or 3 stylists who were there leave the building, and he leaves me by myself just sitting there soaking. And I'm just like, okay, that's weird, because normally if you leave the building, you would want to tell your client, I'm leaving, like, I'll be right back, you know, just something that you acknowledge them and that you're gone now. But I was just like, okay, whatever, I'm not really talking to them anyway, so I guess it's fine. But I don't know, I was just kind of weirded out because I was the only person in the building, you know what I'm saying? So I was sitting there, I'm like, well, what if someone else comes in, you know, like another client? Like, I just thought it was a little weird. All 3 of them leave, and then he comes back probably like 10 minutes later, and he looks to see if the acrylics were loosened up, ready to come off, you know, whatever. And my thumb, this thumb that he fucked up, we'll get back to that, but was not coming off because not enough product had gotten into it, because he didn't put enough in the bowl, you know what I'm saying? So not all my nails could fully soak. He should have filled it up a little bit more, but he didn't. And then he blames me, and then he shoves my hand back into the bowl. Like, he takes my wrist and he shoves it down, and I was like literally not okay with that. In my mind, I'm thinking like, I can't believe he just did this. And I honestly went through all the scenarios in which I would leave, but my nails weren't fully off yet, so I didn't want to leave with my nails like still half on is the thing. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. And yeah, he was just really not gentle at all, and that really rubbed me the wrong way. And then finally, after another round of soaking, we get him off, and he uses the thing to like shave him off again, and we're down to like my natural nail, and it's really fragile, and it really hurt when he did that. I don't think you should use that tool on an actual nail, but that's just my opinion. I don't know what the proper way to do it is. I never went to nail school, so I don't know, but it just seemed wrong. And I'm like, what happens if you break my actual nail? This is what I was thinking. But whatever. So he gets all of that off, and it's been a whole hour now, and I'm just like, really? And also, he's shaking, and I'm like, he shouldn't be using these like power tools if he's shaking, but I'm just like, whatever. I'm like, I'm not someone who's judgmental, so whatever you're going through, if you're shaking, if you're calm, like, whatever, like, I'm not gonna say anything about it. But homeboy was shaking, honestly. So I'm just like, okay. He, again, uses the tool. He's, like, really impulsive about using this tool. And I thought they looked fine, like, whatever, just put the color on. He shaves the side of my nail off. Can you see that? My actual nail. My actual nail. Whoop. And he doesn't say anything about it. And I'm just like sitting there like, what the actual fuck? I should have said something, but I didn't. Because I still had to have the rest of them done. And I'm just like, if I say something now, sadly, he might fuck it up on purpose. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. He gets the color on, and it doesn't look like it looked on the sample, but I'm just like, at this point, I don't care. Just like, let me leave with my mac and cheese nails. They don't look great, but they don't look horrible. They do look messy. Like in here, it won't focus, but they look messy on the edges. I don't really appreciate that. All of them are uneven, like shapes and like lengths and all that, but I'm just like, whatever, let me leave. And he's just being aggressive, not gentle. He's like slamming everything down, all the tools, he'll slam it down. And I just really didn't appreciate that. And I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but he was like throwing back the water. Like, I don't think it was water, but oh well. So yeah, that was weird. I did pay, I did tip, I don't know why. And then I come home and I get on my computer, like I'm trying to leave a review here. And all the reviews are bad. I honestly had no idea, but I'm gonna read you some of these reviews just so you know I ain't lying. So this lady went here like 3 weeks ago, and she says, I went to get a pedicure treatment. It was okay, but what really got me mad was how rude the man was when I pointed out that I had asked for gel, which he then ignored me and then left nail polish all over my toes. I had to clean up the mess as best as I could. I did point out that he left a mess and he still ignored me and gave me no attention to what he was doing. Never again will I go there. So this person says, at first I thought it was going okay, but then the person started rushing and they weren't even busy and they kept cutting my fingers. They said the finished result is nice, but 6 of her fingers looked like they had 1 week of regrowth on. So I'm sure she just got it filled, and I don't think they filled it properly for the 6 of the nails, which is more than half of your nails, mind you. So this lady gave them 2 stars. They don't even deserve that. But yeah, my person seemed to be rushing too, which was weird because it took so long. And I was, like I said, the only person in this salon. It was 4 p.m. and they closed at 9. So that really doesn't make any sense, but yeah. Someone says that they went here for a pedicure, then 3 days later they went to the doctor for a toenail infection, which is suspicious. This is 5 months ago. She says the guy I had was drinking out of a small water bottle filled with very dark, thick liquid. Yeah. He then started my nails and put powder on top, got up, walked out, and took a smoke break. It was about 10 minutes later he came in smelling like strong smoke. He was very shaky, and my nails were crooked and not the same length. The exact same thing happened to me, so. My neighbor's young daughter went in for her nails to get done. The guy did a horrible job. And when she asked for her money back, he quickly grabbed her, cut all her nails off to the skin. A friend of her mother's went in the store and found out that they were using unlicensed people to work there. That's illegal in our state. And then he says, do not use this place or let your friends or family use it. And these pictures really creep me out. Bruh. Look at that shit. Look, that's so bad. And you can tell she's young. Like, look. Oh my god, that's so creepy. See, that's what I was worried was gonna happen to me if I walked out, to be honest. Yeah. And then this person had a similar experience. She went in for acrylics. She wanted a matte finish. They basically told her they can't do that. And she came back in and asked them to be redone. They did an even worse job, so she asked for her money back. And she said that the man sanded them down, chopped off her acrylic nails, And she says her nails look like they now belong to an ogre. Like that one girl, that really sucks. Like, that's why I'm not gonna go in there and ask for a refund, is because that will happen. And like, this is bad, but like, that would be worse. Like, I can't with that. The moral of the story, read the reviews. And I don't know, I was gonna say speak up. I should have just walked out, but I don't know, guys. The people who did speak up didn't even have a good solution, so I don't know. But anyway, subscribe to my channel. I put out videos every Tuesday and Friday. Hopefully a better video next time with like better news.